Major, tell me one thing. Were you in the Pakistani army when we sent back 90,000 of your cowards after having fed them, licking the boots of the Indian soldiers after being thrashed in 71? Where were you in 71? Where were you in 71? Why don't you face... No, one second. There's no correction. We gave him back to you. You came begging. But anyway, listen to me. Since you listen to me, listen. What happened in 1971? What happened in 1971? What happened? No, you must tell us what happened in 1971. Where were you in 71?
You could only fight with Mukti Bani.
Where were you in 71?
A conventional war.
Where were you? What was 1971? What was 1971?
Stop doing this.
What was 1971? Now listen. I bring you back. I'll bring you back on that. Major Janjua, you must calm down a little bit. General Bakshi is here on the program. You must understand that we are amused by this game that you're playing about sending drones across the border. We've been trying to understand your compulsion. General Bakshi will explain to you how we look at it. General Bakshi.
Major Yasser, I thought we would have a professional discussion. So now that we've had the comic relief, may we get down to brass tacks. This Sunday, your generals have committed a paradigm, have tried to bring about a paradigm shift in the asymmetric war that you've been waging against us for the past 30 years. You have, for the last year and a half, been using drones, Chinese supplied drones, to drop weapons, AK-47s, M4 carbines, grenades, ammunition, currency and narcotics in Punjab and in J&K to try and revive the moribund terrorist movement there. But this Sunday, you crossed a threshold. You used drones to attack one of our strategic air bases in Jammu, right? Now, this attack was a total fiasco in the fact that you did no damage. But despite that, we are very upset that you have tried to cross a significant tactical threshold, which will cost you very dear. You seem to have drawn some very fancy lessons from the Armenia-Azerbaijan conflict, to which you had sent a bunch of your terrorists from your cartoon networks as also from the Afghanistan. And you come back with very wrong lessons. You tried to take Kashmir by force 4 times, you failed. In 71, you lost half your country trying. Then for 30 years, you waged an asymmetric war. Even that has failed. Now you think you can try and do it with drones? Apropos your gaffe, that India can't stop that. Look, when you use small drones, and you are a military professional, you would understand this. I thought you would. When you use plastic, commercially off-the-shelf military technology drones, quadcopters, all plastic, zero radar cross-section, well, for you and for us and for most armies in the world, they would be very difficult to detect and quite obviously difficult to destroy. We, of course, are investing in the technology that is needed, the millimeter wave radars, the electro-optics, the infrared, and we will have these also where we want them. But I want to assure you one thing, and kindly convey to the generals in Rawalpindi that they are very prone to making serious miscalculations because they are extremely subjective in their outlook. They don't factor in the responses that your enemy will give you, and therefore you end up in grief. We are not going to react defensively. We are very clear on that aspect. Please carry this message to your general. We are not, repeat, not going to be defensive. Ever since Uri, we gave you a shot across the bow by a ground raid, a surgical strike. That worked for a few months. Then we found that you had done Pulwama. This time we hit back with an airstrike. And for the last 22 months, you've been very quiet. Then, the Chinese tried to make that tamasha, the fracas in Ladakh, primarily to encourage you, embolden you to restart the asymmetric war. May I point out to you, Major Janjua, you have a famous name, by the way. May I point out to you that I was part of the 71 war. Your Chinese friend did Fanny Adams to help you. They did nothing to help you. So don't be misled that other people will pull your chestnuts out of the fire.
Oh, well said, well said, well said.
If you think that you can do damage...
Well said, well said, well said. Brilliant, brilliant, gentlemen.
I usually speak
brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant,
that's nice.
Brilliant,
thank you,
brilliant.
thank you. Can I just finish?
Right.
No, can I just finish? Major Janjua, may I point out to you in all humility that the reaction you are going to get may surprise you. That's all.